G'day there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and gals. Welcome back once again to some more PlanetSide 2 Outfit Wars coverage for 2022. And of course, now we are changing tune ever so slightly. We've gone from the Emerald server and now we're switching over to the Connery server. With this time around, we're going to be checking out the FIFA versus Sexy matches and the AGiX and the TTA matches. Exciting stuff ahead as always. And once again, joining me, at least for the start of this cast, is my good friend, Mr. Meaning of Bread. Say hello, Mr. Bread. Returning once again. He hasn't run away from me just yet. He's keen for round two. So, well, he is running away from me later, but you get the idea. Blink twice if you need help. Oh. Exactly right. Alright, guys. So, we've seen some epic matches so far already today. We saw a relatively dominating victory from 2RAF, and we've seen an absolute nail-biter of a match between B-Way and the V-Cats, which was an amazing match to watch. Big commendations to those two teams for putting on an amazing spectacle for us to observe. But now, it's time to move on to the next match here. Bread, any early observations here for us, mate? Yep. And sorry, hang on, Bread. I've just realized hang on, Bread. I can't hear you again. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I went through that entire fucking oh, am I allowed to swear on your stream?
You are, yeah, you're good, you're good.
Australian, yeah. Fuck's sake, Cammy, get your shit together.
God damn it, bro. Fuck my life.
Dog cunt, as they would call you.
I thought I fucking fixed that. Anyway, alright, we're good now.
Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, no, apologies. We're good now. That was at least a solid 30 seconds, if not.
Bro, that was my commentary.
Yeah, no. Basically, that's my commentary to say, we don't care, shut the fuck up, nerd.
Yes, but,
anyway.
FIFA is a combined arms vehicle outfit on the live server. Here on Outfit Wars, they are not that. They are a conglomeration of Phoenix players, of DPSO players, of FIFA Air friends, such as I believe Haka is involved, but I could be very wrong with that. So we cannot just expect the FIFA infantry and that FIFA air support. We also expect those Phoenix infantry players, those potential Haka air players, those DPSO guys who are well versed in every state of the game. So this is a powerful outfit that really isn't to be underestimated. Hell's Angels, on the other side, they've been pushing for improvement over the past year or so. They've been doing pretty well. Pseudo Taxes, especially, my wonderful boy, has been making great strides among the outfit to improve Hell's Angels. We'll see how they perform. I hope for a good, clean, fun match on both sides, but we'll see how it turns out.
Yeah, and then going forward from that, I'll also be, ladies and gentlemen, checking out the AGiX and TTA match as well without Bread here today. Safe to say, that match, I've got no idea how it's going to go. I'm not entirely familiar with TTA or the Terran Republic Alliance as an outfit, and AGiX, I've seen good things from them on the live server in the past, so I'm curious to see how that matchup plays out in the long run as well. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting round. We're going to quickly roll through the Outfit Wars map overview to give you guys a quick rundown of what to expect out of this match as far as map layout is concerned. If you are unfamiliar with the map we're playing on, the map we are playing on is Nexus. So let's take a moment to go through a quick map overview right here, right now. So both factions start off with a warp gate as such. No construction, no bastions, no colossus. All other outfit resources are allowed. Red versus blue team, no matter the faction color that they are playing on. You've got 3 neutral bases down the middle. Bitter Gorge Garrison, a 3-point capture base with a 2-minute 20 fast cap timer. this proved to be a real sticking point in many matches that we've already seen so far. Keen to see how it plays out in the long run. The Granite Head Reactor, a very, very undercover base. Lots of glaciers over the top, very difficult to get air support in and above. And then Arazak Satcom Hub, a 3-point capture base with a 20-second minute fast cap timer. 3-point base, very, very difficult to cap. It is reminiscent of that of a tech plan. You've also got home bases, Hydroponics Compound and Nexus Secure Substation. Both are 1-point bases that share the exact same layout with a 4-minute capture timer apiece. Very, very similar layout to what we expect to see on the live servers. Nexus Alpha and Nexus Omega represent the home base of these factions. Both of these are neighboring the warp gates with 7-minute capture timers and are very difficult to penetrate for both attackers and defenders. Argent Pass and Slate Canyon Hold. Argent Pass serving to be the pinnacle base of the B-Way versus VCats match that we have just seen. So we'll see if that base continues to have an impact in future games. There's your layout, ladies and gentlemen, for Nexus 2022. Very, very exciting stuff to say the least. But let's go ahead and get ourselves on into the game zone here and get a bit of a look over on the matchups that we're going to be seeing over the weekend, and then what we should expect to see out of these games here. Brad, take it away.
I think one more thing to note that I forgot to mention, that Farmers Union of Connery they also have some players playing for FIFA. I saw Nidus there. I saw a couple of other members that I'm familiar with. These are powerhouse infantry players. These guys, they do 6v6s. They did lane smash. Well, maybe not as much lane smash, but they are very familiar with the Jaeger scene, and they are very, very good. So definitely not discount those players. But in general, when it comes to this map, we've seen it time and time again in the previous 2 matches that bases can trade hands really quickly.
Yep.
And there's that opening strike. Who takes those first bases? Who pushes that momentum forward? Who has that sort of front end energy going? Because if you don't take those middle bases, then you are on the back foot for at least the next few minutes. Then again, those people on the back foot can also push that overextend. So it's all down to the leaders and how fast you can move your population.
Exactly. Exactly. And I feel like as people learn this meta and as people learn how this map is actually playing and, you know, what the end result is going to look like in these games, it's going to be interesting to see how the players adapt and how they, you know, come to the table accordingly. So I'm very, very excited to see how both these outfits, maybe they've been doing some watching of the matches already, maybe they've read how the map plays, and maybe they've adjusted their strategies accordingly. Remember, we saw that amazing Vanu Cats or V Cats play in the last match with those Sky Guards over the center base there on the glaciers. An incredibly bold play and just something that we really didn't expect to see.
Yeah, I'm hoping for some really keen strategies, and hopefully the commanders of both sides have been watching previous matches and picked up some of these little tips and tricks. This format is still very new, so we still have so many ways you could crack this wide open. We saw those Skyguard plays, we saw those center all-in plays. Some of these aren't going to work, but some of them will, and right now, we are in the qualifiers. We have time to experiment, time to play around. Strategies that you cannot use when it comes to the finals. This is a time to test and perfect. Exactly.
And as the teams begin to learn and continue to, because remember, each team is going to play at least 4 rounds of this map and of this format. We're going to see strategies get dialed in on. We're going to see, you know, plays improve. We're going to see understanding of how the capture timer flow works on a much, much greater scale in due time. So I'm keen to see how these teams continue to develop. Obviously, every team is going to approach Outfit Wars in slightly different ways. We saw Turaf with the absolute blunt force trauma approach on Emerald. Meanwhile, both BOA and VCats starting fires, playing a bit more surgical in ways. Very different approaches, very different games as a result. And it just goes to show how much excitement this format is bringing to PlanetSide and its community.
Exactly. There could be so much come in. We're going to see some uneven matches starting off, and that's just the unfortunate reality of the random seeding we basically have off the start. But as the weeks go by, we're definitely going to see a lot more tight matches, and hopefully these match time bugs will get fixed. I don't know all the details. Hopefully we'll hear a bit more tomorrow or the day after.
Yep.
But luck be with us. We'll see some more incredible plays the rest of the night.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. We've got only 2 more sets of rounds, I think, to occur today. So as a result, lots to look forward to here, ladies and gentlemen. These outfits have been preparing for this for a while. We've seen the results on the live server, and it'll be interesting to see. Chat, I see you all in there. Let us know down below. Who is your prediction? Who do you think is going to come out with the victory in this game? Rep your outfit. Make sure they know that you're out there supporting them today. The more support, the merrier, guys. Let's keep that hype train going, and let's keep, let's keep the hype going for Outfit Wars, because this is a very exciting season.
You set up a poll in chat there.
That's a great idea, actually. I like that idea. Let's do that right now.
I don't have god power.
Yeah, I know, right? FIFA.
Release me. In the meantime, I'm gonna fly out all the way to the edge of the map and see if there's anything here. I'll let you guys know.
Yep, very good. Of course, guys, we're not jumping over to the warp gates in respect of, not providing early information to a certain team. So, just gotta respect the code of the game. There is also a 1-minute delay on this stream as well, at the very least, to assist in, mitigating against some stream sniping that may take place. FIFA so far coming out with a strong lead in the predictions as well. Chat coming out with a 22 votes right now, and currently FIFA with an 82% lead on that right now. But again, guys, we've seen outfits that are technically the underdog, or at least are viewed as the underdog, come out with incredible plays. So don't discount Sexy yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't discount them right away, but that all being said, FIFA is incredibly stacked in this circumstance. They have been training for this. They have leaders and officers who have experience. They have gold medal winners from the previous season in this team. And some of them are fresh out of their match on Emerald playing on Miku. So not only are they experienced, they are warm. They are fresh. They're warmed up. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
They have just done this and they're ready to do again.
Yeah, exposure to the map is very important here, and exposure to the format and how the capture timers interlink with each other. We've seen a lot of very smart plays so far with managing expectations in relation to what bases you're going to cap, and sort of, allocating forces in creative ways to try and draw your opponent away from even a more valuable target and a more valuable objective. So I'm curious to see whether or not that trend continues, or again, if people just choose to take the more blunt force approach.
Yeah, and it sort of depends on how your opponent reacts. I foresee FIFA with a lot of these surgical scalpel plays, because it's a lot of small groups, and these small groups that operate very well independently and managing themselves. They don't need this big leader from on high telling them what to do. They're all smart enough to make their own plays. And I definitely think Hell's Angels does have a core that can do that as well. So hopefully the leaders there recognize those groups and say, hey, you guys, you can make those plays. You are smart. You are good at this. Go for it. But this all remains to be seen based on how the match turns out at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm waiting so desperately for the upset match. The match where a team goes in who are slated to be the favorites. They have been since the start, and they go in and it's the upset of the century. And I know that's a bad thing to wish for, but I tell you what, it creates drama in a great way. It creates a sense of story for PlanetSide and a sense of story for this outfit war. And that's the kind of stuff I think we all live for in this competitive format. And this is a competitive format.
Oh yeah, and with those Phoenix guys in there, if their outfit leader was watching and they lost, he'd be very disappointed in them, and he wouldn't let them back into their outfit. They would know that. Good thing he's busy playing another game right now, but for now, they should be very, very careful. Yeah,
you gotta put on the good show here at the end of the day.
Been on burnout break for a while and hasn't paid any attention, but he's certainly not watching this match right now. No,
not at all. No, in fact, I guarantee you. No casting as well either. He's just vibing, doing his own thing.
Definitely not. I am not a leader. I'm just a Cubo.
Anyway, speaking of vibing, we're off. So let's have a quick look. Waiting for the match. Yeah, waiting for the shields to come down every goddamn time. There we go. Match commence.
There we are. Yep.
All right.
Big Reaver ball coming through.
And much like on the same side here, a big scythe ball coming out from Sexy here, a couple of Valkyries in tow, and a Galaxy or two as well. The Galaxy's taking a bit longer actually to get off the ground here. That could be empty at the end of the day, but here comes the scythe ball. I will never get over seeing scythes firing red traces, but we're off.
Oh yeah. So we are seeing a small vehicle core of FIFA head southeast through hydroponics, and while these are all good tankers, I can't help but wonder, do you need tankers right now? Are tankers useful? The fight is already happening. Maybe, okay, it's worth it. These guys are good tankers, but look at this winding road you have to get through to get anywhere.
Yep,
Can your guys hit their shots? The fight is above Granite Head. What is the plan?
Just refreshing the stats on my page to make sure they display accurately for our stream here today. There we go. All right, guys, so here we go. So as we can see, Sexy getting a couple of beacon drops out onto Granite Head Reactor, but it's not panning out their direction so far. FIFA got a really solidified hold here. I'm seeing Tanned Bink on there as well. Yeah, really solidified hold here. They've kind of gotten a bit of a monopoly on this point here, with Sexy sort of being relegated down into basically a stairwell here, and that's all they've got to work with right now.
Yeah, we look at what's going on. It kind of seems like anyone's game right now. Ironforged Alliance, majority pop at Granite Head. Hell's Angels has a squad at Bitter Gorge, and Ironforged Alliance again at Ares Satcom. Air battle results looks like securely in favor of Ironforged Alliance. They're playing by the mountainside here, probably not pushing out any further than that.
So we've got a FIFA Sunderer located off to the side here, cloaked and in cover, which is located out at Bitter Gorge, which is obviously...
Bitter Gorge, wow, okay.
Yeah, so they're obviously playing the opportunity. They want that access to that base if they choose to go for it. But in saying that, you know, obviously Hell's Angels making a solid play for it here.
Responding to this, and I think what the FIFA plan is, like, why do we need to respond to this? Like, well, they know the classic, you cap the base, or you take the point, we'll cap the base. That classic.
Well, if I may, Brad, they've also got a pretty significant time advantage as well on Granite Head Reactor. Now, obviously, Hell's Angels are trying their best to, you know, to counter that as best they can, but it's not happening. And what this gives FIFA the freedom to do is to flex out onto the other neighboring bases as per required once that cap goes through.
Yeah, the fight is 50-50, but if we look at the kills so far, it is solidly in the range of Ironforged Alliance.
Yeah, Ironforged Alliance almost tripling in kills at this stage.
C is kind of flicking for a second, but that was just a temporary measure. I'm seeing some Hell's Angels guys drop down. Like, C might flick here, but I think this is going to be a FIFA cap.
FIFA even going as far in their vehicle prowess to run what appears to be an air-to-air Liberator with all three people inside too. That's something that we haven't really seen yet.
Who's piloting this thing?
That would be Ella Grog, I think. Ellarog? I can't pronounce that name.
I do not know.
But it's weird to see, because we have not seen much in the way of fully crewed Liberators in this format yet, and he is being a little focused fired here, but again, the FIFA Air Force, got Goblin Rome in the air, got a bunch of people in the air right now who are skilled pilots.
It looks like that deployed bus. Nope, Tand is flicking C point with Corsac down below at Bitter Ridge Garrison. Corsac, you have to run to A. It's only you. There's like a dozen guys. Certified bra moment dead on the ground. I think this is going to be Hell's Angels cap, though. Yep,
there we go. Hell's Angels getting the early cap there. But there we go. As per predicted, FIFA getting Arazak as well. So FIFA off with the early lead here in relation to point holds. Yep, Nexus secure. Nexus secure is being sieged right now, but not by a great amount, and it looks like yeah, it's very likely that Hell's Angels might be able to resecure that in due time.
That is a wipe, 100% a wipe. So if FIFA puts pressure on Bitter Gorge and always has something flipping at Nexus
which secure, they have just done.
Yeah, then you only have to deal with 2 lanes, and it doesn't matter taking Nexus secure. All that matters is you have that point flipping, because that is a way open point. And it looks like FIFA understands this, and they're already back in. Yeah.
So Sexy has been, Sexy has been wiped off of Bitter Gorge.
Squad, it looks like.
Yep. Wowee. So, okay, I'm going to move into Nexus substation here. It looks as though A bit of an air battle going over here. Sexy appears to be actually forcing away some of the FIFA air, which is a bold move from them. But as I say that, here come a few more Reavers, and they are really, really locking them down. We've got a couple of AA Maxes present at Nexus Secure to try and regain some of this air control here. But here we go. Here is some of those absolute weapons in the infantry game we're talking about. Clone Cano spotted on the ground. Nidus on the ground. We've also got people like Marauder in there too. Strannel, Russell Wilson. These guys are infantry powerhouses in the game and have continued to prove that on the live server. And they are just suppressing Sexy. Sexy can't even get through this doorway right now, and that is just that infantry mastery on display here.
FIFA also has the just unequivocal air advantage. There is not a single scythe up in the sky. I think, is that a FIFA Liberator or a Hell's Angels? That is a Hell's Angels Liberator moving out, which is the only Vanu aircraft in the sky right now, bar maybe another Liberator. No, yeah, okay. So they have like 2 Liberators up, while FIFA has maybe like 8 or 9 Reavers up.
Yeah, right. Now what we're seeing here is... What we're also seeing here is FIFA are really, really capitalizing on that point hold advantage that they have here. As we said before, these are incredibly skilled players. These are players that even can stretch out of a point hold and start harassing people at the doors, and they've just done that. Like, they've had light assaults.
This is what they're known to do. This is what they do 2 to 3 times a week, every week for a year and a half, 2 years, and like...
And would you look at that? Xi777 in a Vanguard actually putting it to use against one of these Hell's Angels Sunderers here, and boom, there goes the Sunderer. So
I love being proved wrong in terms of vehicles.
A bit of useful vehicle play here. It did take out some of those critical, you know, Hell's Angels spawn logistics here. But this is a scary infantry stack here, and it proves that FIFA are in a very powerful position to go up against some of even the bigger names in this Alpha Wars, such as Recursion.
Yeah, we are seeing Simster doing donuts. He's made his way onto the wall. He might be making his way down the edge. No, Simster, come on, you can make it. Semi buddy. I know you keep running me over on live, but come on, this is Alpha Wars.
All right then, so we've got now ourselves a... So Sexy now have to make this play right now for Nexus Secure, otherwise they're at risk of being warp gated immediately. Bitter Gorge Garrison still being held, but it is capping ever so slowly. What I find interesting is that it looks like Hell's Angels have got numbers on other bases, such as Arazak, but there's no point if you're going to lose Nexus Secure substations. They need to hurry up. In fact, here comes a Galaxy right now from Mantrion. He's coming in, and it's a full squad drop. Let's see if they can pull this off. This could be the flank that they need, but here comes the Air Hammer as well.
Well, depends on how fast FIFA responds to this, but no, they are all DOA. They're trying to push in through short door. But the air hammers are just getting them now. Snowman can't pull up any reses, unfortunately. Only one Hell's Angels guy left. Taken out by the air hammer again.
And here comes the orbital strike. Not sure how much effect this is going to have with all of the Hell's Angels guys still outside here. This might just be a nuisance.
Kill the beacons and not much else.
Yeah, exactly. They've got 30.
Yeah.
They had 30 seconds, like the real opportunity. In fact, here comes. Actually, no. Hell's Angels were stacked up in the building prior. They're pushing in now, going for a big force push here. All of them running that beautiful pink armor.
What did you disrupt with that push? Okay, they're all coming in through door 2. You have a nuke going off. Now they've breached lobby. Now, Phoenix...
Oh, wait, the point's filming. The point is in lobby.
Yeah. FIFA is holding on to the top floor. But that's the thing. The point isn't on the top floor, right? So now what do? You go down short, you clean them out, and you hold long for as long as you have. But do you lose short? Well, you kind of can. But this is a tight match.
And what we have to understand here as well, guys, about these building layouts is that there's something very different here about how these buildings are laid out by comparison to how they are on live. There's giant walls here covering these stairways, which blocks off lines of sight of engagement if you're holding the stairways from above. So you've almost got to play lobby a bit more aggressively here. Otherwise, you do have those situations where people can just outline of sight you.
Resonates are going off, FIFA pushing down short onto A. It's just a firefight now. Resonates are going off, peak competitive planet side. Someone's got a knife! Look out! He's stabbing everybody!
He's going in! Oh my god, Nidus still sitting there with the Godsaw. There's another res grenade going off.
Anybody's game. Another resonate goes off. Nidus goes up, then back down again. Another resonate goes off for FIFA, and they're back down again.
The flanking from FIFA is going to take this out. Oh my word.
And FIFA holds on. Hell's Angels probably with one more push left in their system. Simster with his harasser at short door. God bless.
And Hell's Angels coming in with
one more
another push, but they are going to be blocked off by armor and by air that is currently hanging around here. This is going to be a down-to-the-wire push for them, and the Vanguard has spotted it, and they're going for it. They're going for the kills here. Zai is cutting them off, running over Wanaboy here. Big rip. Oh, my word.
Decimator hits a Reaver, though.
Beautiful shot there from Sexy.
Yep. Huge nerd on the roof, though. Hell's Angels need to be careful of that. It'll rack up a few kills there. Simster with the canister, a few kills. 90, they're pushing out now. Ascender, Certified Brum Moment with a triple kill, and the Mustang cleans up the rest of Hell's Angels making that push.
Yep, that's it. And there's the orbital strike just to make
off.
it.
Yeah, that's insult to injury. This base is Ironforged Alliance. And in the meantime, they've taken Bitter Gorge and have started the push onto Argent Pass.
And there's a solid FIFA hold already present here at Nexus Alpha. This is brutal stuff.
Most likely set this up. If this was live, there would already be a router there and several beacons.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, there we go.
Ghoulbot
dropping in several more. Looks like it's mowed down by some of the Hell's Angels guys defending it, but FIFA is already on point. They're already flipping. They just need to get their butts in there, plonk down, and make sure nobody hits it.
Sundra is set up on the southeastern side here, so they're ready. They were just a bit slow in getting that logistics set up and getting the majority of their people there, but
the Ironforged Alliance vehicle play comes in. These very exposed Sunders, can you hold on to them? It's within range of the warp gate.
And here
Slatter
we go.
And a max! Slatter and a max!
Slatter and a max! It's meant to be!
Go on, sorry!
And here we go, Slatter in the max. He's pushing in with that max suit. We've got turrets set up here all the way from our friends over at Sexy. They are doing their absolute best here. Oh, max suit down from Sexy. That is huge. Pseudo is out as well, but he's back up.
Retake.
And look at that vehicle dominance from FIFA. My word, it is surrounded in aircraft.
There is no contesting that. And Ironforged Alliance has a ghost cap going on Argent, and I don't think Hell's Angels can really pull anyone off to deal with that. They need everybody here, and
they do. They really do.
It's going to be a cage match, Spider-Man 1 style. You and me, 20 minutes. They're gonna just be slamming away at each other until someone finally gives up. With those maxes pulled, Slatter, the beacon of hope, the max suit pull, only when he wins. What are we doing, Slatter? Why are you pulling a max? You don't need this.
Oh wowie! And look, I have to quickly loop back to the statistics of this match so far. Sexy and FIFA. FIFA currently rocking 571 kills with 80 kills on vehicles, and meanwhile the poor boys over at Sexy 194 kills to 22 vehicle kills. It goes to show that FIFA are incredibly well stacked in for this tournament here. They have built a really competitive team here. And it really does go to show. By the way, Brad, Varuna's not expecting you yet, is he?
I don't think so.
Alright, cool.
It's like 20 minutes of prep, so we'll be okay.
Oh yeah, we got plenty of time. Oh wow, so Sexy currently held up in their spawn room here. Can they get out? And what's the plan? Once again, guys, at this stage you've got to reevaluate your strategy. You've got only a few minutes to make this happen. Now, obviously, FIFA have a significant armor presence here. Do you take a few... Oh, there's the orbital strike from Sexy. It might take out Willow here, actually. Boom, baby!
Oh.
Nope, not quite.
Die, Slatter 1 NC in your max suit.
Yeah, basically.
Fool.
Oh, here comes the push. Here comes a big max suit assault here. There's at least 10 maxes in there. That is a huge push, but most of them are going down, and there's the orbital. That is going to be a significant amount of knights coming out of there. They've just got to get on the point right now, but I'm hearing even mastheads galore in that room, and there goes all of those max suits. That is brutal. If I'm Sexy, I'm reevaluating. So obviously we know FIFA is strong in the vehicle game. How do you counter that? Well, at this stage, you need to get hard spawn set up on flanks. They are just blocking you from getting anywhere out of that spawn room right now.
I hate to just already try to tie a bow on this, but I don't think you can. I think there's just too much dominance in the air, too much dominance in the tree. The guys are literally just being spawn camped, and
yeah,
as unfortunate as that reality is, we did mention earlier FIFA is incredibly stacked. So
yeah,
hell, they did put up a good fight. Where I saw it, definitely put in the best. But this is just a team of players who are just a little sweaty.
Just a little sweaty, yeah, just a smidge. I think, in all honesty, the play right now here for FIFA, for Sexy, if anything, as a last-ditch effort, like redeploy out of your spawn room, get an armor column going, retake the south, or sorry, the south end side of the base here. Try and get some more, you know, some more logistics up, some more spawns. Get some beacons up in areas where you can, you know, it just you know, goes a long way in trying to secure what they've got to deal with here and gets them at least an option, a flank, but I don't see it happening. Insane stuff here.
This is just a spawn camp, live simulator, unfortunately.
This is a pretty brutal game, and it does go to show, you know, there will be games where this does take place. You know, that is the nature of a tournament, ladies and gentlemen. That is how tournaments work. It's how, you know, games are decided. Not everything is always going to be this big, fair, even match that we see, but that is the nature of competitive play. It's the nature of competitive, you know, tournaments in every walk of life, and you know, as we see these matches sort of filter over time, we'll see new matchups take place.
Yeah. Well, you know, just not much we can do. Just how the seed turned out, unfortunately.
Here comes Sexy with a few Valkyries. They're going for a last ditch effort. I do appreciate this you know, attempt that, you know, they don't want to give up here. They are doing everything they can to try and get these. It is just a slaughter though, unfortunately.
It's just too strong, unfortunately.
Yeah, the aerial dominance is unbelievable, and yeah, I'm very happy that Sexy came out and gave it their best shot. We do know how stacked FIFA is and what they're bringing to the table this time around, but you know, you win some, you lose some, and this is exactly you know, what happens.
Yeah. So we just have to. Yeah, just unfortunately, I think everyone's just waiting it out for the next 2.5 minutes. Just pulling up their coffees and just letting this happen. Like, Hell's Angels isn't interested in leaving the spawn room, and that's totally understandable. I wouldn't either. If this was live, we'd just go find another fight.
Yep, exactly. But
unfortunately, this is the grudge match. 2.5 minutes. That's all you can do.
Yep. Big Galaxy drop coming out from Sexy here. They're still trying, and you know what? I love that. I love the can-do attitude here. Here's the difference, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what I love to see. You know, there's no quitting happening here. Well, I mean, there may be someone who's decided to rage quit out of this, but from what I can see, Sexy are still trying their damnedest. They're getting in there. They're having a good hard try at it, and you know, you love to see that. And I think that's something that's worth commending here. I think that overall, these you know, these attempts, these efforts to try and do one's best in this scenario, I think that's commendable. I think that's definitely worth keeping a note of.
Yep. So, no, just another minute and a half, just letting this one roll through.
Basically. And this is exactly how competitive matches are played. This is how competitive games are played. Sexy going for another push out of the spawn room here. That Liberator just sitting over the top there with that Dalton, that is just criminal. And I can only imagine what KD these Airhammer guys are on right now.
Yeah, this is frankly ridiculous.
We're seeing. I'm just watching the kill count go up on the overlay.
But yeah, that's unfortunate.
And yeah, I respect the effort that's been put on here. Yeah, top tier stuff. Top tier stuff.
Yep. Well, that'll be some points for FIFA there. Probably rocketing them up high up on the board. Probably they'll have to face. I'm probably looking at maybe like a recursion match next week. Whoever wins, maybe Fate, Sammy. I don't know. I think Fate versus Sammy could be very good. But
I'm very curious to see as well how the Dire and recursion match pulls up. Curious to see how that plays. Unfortunately, I won't be there to see it, but you know, I'll be sure to catch a cast of it later on.
How dare you be Australian?
I know, right? How dare I have a life? Nidus holding his own there against a huge force, and that just once again just proves the raw manpower and the raw firepower behind these players here and what they can do. Well,
and yeah, that's game set match.
Iron Forge Alliance with a pretty dominating victory there from FIFA. But FIFA, as that was like, yeah, wild stuff from the FIFA guys. Yeah, beautifully played.
Oh. And there it is.
Yep. And GG's to Sexy there. Brilliantly played as well. All right then. So I'm gonna make my way now over to. So if we just have a quick look at the final stats here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Jesus. So FIFA rocking out with 960 kills and 92 vehicle kills with 171 revives. Meanwhile, Sexy 300 kills, 36 vehicle kills, and 325 revives. A very, very brutal game, all things considered. That's, you know, it's tough to watch, but at the same time, it is what it is.
Yep, it's all we can do, unfortunately.
Exactly, and
I will hop out, join Varunda on his cast. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure casting with you today. Hopefully we do more next week.
I agree, my man.
Yeah, and I will see you later. Goodbye, chat. Big kisses.
Big kisses. Pleasure, Bread. Thanks again, brother.
Have a good one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that leaves us with just us here right now. So we're going to go ahead and find ourselves booting up the other Outfit Wars match now. So if you just bear with me while I get the tech rolling, and we can get this thing underway. But interesting match there, brutal stuff. So the prediction of FIFA winning there, coming out true, which, you know, as we all expected, I think. You love to see the effort that was thrown in there, but we'll go ahead and continue things underway regardless. So next game that we're going to be going and checking out here will be the Araxis Iron Guard versus the Terran Alliance. So this is a Terran on Terran affair. So OW observe match. Which number is this? Number 3, I believe. Perfect. You'll excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, to quickly go ahead and get some. We go ahead and grab. There we go. We're in the observer camera. I believe we're in the correct match here. Let me double check a few things here. Any names I can recognize from either side that will tell me I'm in the right match because clan tags aren't showing up for some reason. Yep, there we go. We're in the right match. All right, guys. So our second match of the day. Go ahead and boot this up. So just going to be me casting this one, guys. Hope you can deal with my horrific voice, which is for something different. Please do bear with me just for just a second here. Connery instance number 3, I think is what we've got going here. Nope, that's not the right one. I'm interested to see who wins this one. This could honestly go either way, ladies and gentlemen. It really could. It really, really could. The Terran Alliance and AGiX, or the Araxis Iron Guard, I think are both very, very competent teams, all things considered. I'm curious to see how this plays out. I believe I've got the right... Oh, bollocks. Sorry, chat, bear with me. I believe I have the right code here for this game, so let me just quickly... Oh, no, wrong one. There we go. Cool. So, let me just go ahead and boot up this other stat tracker. Alright then. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on our cast here, we're going to see a Terran Republic versus a Terran Republic rollout here. So, going to be interesting to see how this plays out. The NC forces in this on Connery really sort of making up the forefront here of the majority of players here. With Terran Republic bringing... So we've got NC bringing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams to the table here. Terran Republic bringing 5 and VS only bringing 3. So going to be interesting to see how this goes. But GG's to all the to FIFA and to Hell's Angels. Brilliant plays from both of them, and good to see, you know, everyone coming out and having some fun here today. Let me just quickly load on up a little prediction here for today. So, who will win this match? Let's do a quick little prediction here, guys. Is it AIGX? AGIX. Hang on, give me a sec. I need to get myself in fitting here. AIGX, I think. I don't know, I can't even tell. And we'll go TTA. Perfect. So, bit of TR on TR action. We love to see it. Curious to see how this pans out. I have noticed that the mercenaries not showing up this time around. Interesting play. There's some outfits here that I would have expected to have seen a show up for, but are not even in the roster. So, I'm curious to see what's going on there. Mother Killer and Vikings of Connery still playing on, so their match is obviously still kicking off. Not entirely sure who's got the lead on that one so far, but it'll be interesting to see in the long run. Some very skilled players in both of those teams there. I'm not too familiar with TTA. I am a little bit familiar with AGiX, so I'm curious to see, well, AIGX, whatever it is, I don't even know anymore. But anyway, the point being, Araxis Iron Guard do seem to fit some pretty interesting players. I have noticed a lot of infantry play from them as of late, with a little bit of vehicle play intermixed. And the Terran Alliance, again, I've not had a lot of experience with these players or with this outfit on the scale in which they seem to be representing today. I'd be curious to see whether or not the Terran Alliance is made up of multiple outfits, hence the name. Merc is in TTA, there you go. Well, that confirms it right there. So, alright, so you got Mercenaries in TTA and Araxis Iron Guard representing themselves here, which does, make it interesting. Is this going to be another, is this going to be another stack fit on stack fit environment? We'll soon find out. But curious to see how this plays out. Good to see everyone in chat there, though. Hope you guys are all enjoying our coverage of Outfit Wars this season. If you are, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button here on the stream. This stream will be going up as a VOD later on down the line as well, so you'll be able to come back and watch the matches in your own time should you wish to do so. But in the meantime, guys, make sure you support the stream. Make sure you let us know that you're enjoying it. It goes a long, long way in, giving us some feedback that we need for this content. I also highly recommend leaving any feedback you have in Discord in particular so that we can action that feedback for future casts and for the final matches that are coming up later in the season. So we've got 2 minutes now until this game kicks off. Let's see how things go here. But how's everyone enjoying Outfit Wars so far, guys? Do we think things are going off quite nicely? Do we think that the overall experience has been, well versed at this stage? So the Terran Republic Alliance, or the Terran Alliance, sorry, is CIK, Merc, TA, Probs, all TR. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Good to know. So CIK, TA, and Merc. So a big conglomerate of outfits as we've come to see with many other outfits in the past. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. Excuse me, guys. Sexy best competitive. Seriously, hats off to Sexy. Beautifully played, and you know what? They stuck around. Mad respect to them for that one there. Mad respect to them. I have nothing but endless respect for the Hells Angels for sticking that match out and for really sort of going against all odds there to see what they can do. Anyway, I've got this match to myself here, so let's have a look see at the status quo here. Not seeing any of those pesky not seeing those pesky anvils dropping like we did in the BWV Cats match, which is good to see. But I think most will agree that this so far has been an amazing experience right now. It's really interesting to see Outfit Wars in its full light, doing well. We had some interesting bugs on Emerald. VCats lost about 6 guys to crashes, and 1 TR's match showed us playing today when they were supposed to be playing tomorrow. Yes, I have heard that there's been some problems. I've heard there's been some problems in the world of bugs. Hopefully the devs can get those resolved as fast as possible. There is a bit of hitching on Nexus as well, we've noticed, so hopefully this can all get resolved fast because, well, got to run that competitive event accordingly. Am I right? Alright, guys. 3, 2, 1. Match is away. Just going to make sure we've got the right overlay loaded up here just for the sake of, you know, ensuring things are correct. Boom, baby, we're off. So, let's have a look, see at the layout so far. Araxis Iron Guard here with a huge Sundera column. Very interesting strategy here, considering we've seen a primarily air-based approach so far, and they are being met with a much more significant air force from the TTA. Wow! The Terran Alliance coming in with a massive airball here, completely, and I mean completely outdoing Araxis Iron Guard here. That is devastating, and that's going to put a huge advantage, I feel, on Araxis Iron, on the TTA at the start here. And look at the goddamn concentration of fire there. That is wild stuff. Absolutely wild. Bear with me just 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try and get this, the stats loaded up correctly here. Nope, I've got the wrong stats page for the time being. Give me a minute. As we try and get this underway, I believe we were in... Is this correct? Nope. I think we need Realm 5. Yep, there we go. Give me 1 second here, ladies and gentlemen. And there we go. That should give you guys some ideas of the stats. So, Araxis Iron Guard, currently with 15 vehicle kills out of the gate. That's actually a little surprising, given the fact that, well, you know, TTA had that massive scythe ball at the very start here. But nonetheless, yeah, Araxis Iron Guard came out with the win there in the vehicle game. But TTA also winning out in raw kills there with 18 kills. So that could suggest that there's been a bit of a, that there might have been a bit of vehicle buyouts in due time there. Alright then, so Araxis Iron Guard making a play there for the Arazak Satcom hub. Meanwhile, we've got over here a Granite Head Reactor, a bit of a hold here, and an uncontested one at that from the TTA. So interesting plays there. Let's go over and have a look at Bitter Gorge, which is a bit of a different story here by comparison to what we've to what we saw with the BUA and VCATS match. Bitter Gorge actually getting some action here, and it's going to fall to the way of the TTA here in the early game. But there is a spawn bus dedicated here available to Araxis Iron Guard. So very interesting. AXIG, sorry. So bit of a bold play here. AXIG, if they can keep this Sundera in position here, it does give them easy access to this fight to rotate to, but TTA do have some lightnings in position just ready and roaring to go. Still, capture points are being contested over here, so that's nice and sweet. So it's interesting, you've got sort of Arazak here, Satcom, falling, and it is going to fall faster than Bitter Gorge Garrison, which suggests to me that Iron Guard might be playing the long game here. They might be playing the aim of sort of, you know... They might be playing the aim here of sort of getting that cap on the other side of the map nice and quickly and then making a quick redeploy and sort of a rotation to this base in due kind. But we've just seen the Terran Alliance grabbing Granite Head Reactor nice and early, so they've now got the power to maneuver accordingly. And it looks like they're maneuvering to Bitter Gorge Garrison. A bit of a surprising move there. Oh, actually, no, I take that back, sorry. Arazak is currently under siege here. Now, where are the enemies coming in here? It looks like TTA have made the play for that their B point. So that's actually a really, really powerful play there. And if they can go ahead and get onto A or C, they could actually flip this and make AXIG do all the work for them. Very, very interesting plays here. Alright, let's go check out back over at Bitter Gorge, because Bitter Gorge is definitely the focal point of combat at the moment. Mosquitoes firing those yellow traces, something you'll never remember, you'll never really get used to seeing here. We've got a bunch of Sky Guards here from AXIG trying their best to wrangle some of this air control back in their favor. I just don't know if it's enough yet. Very, very interesting stuff. Spawn solutions for AXIG are completely eliminated here now, though. So looks like they are getting a small little pushback, though, on this A point. Now, what's the status over on C point? There's a lot from the TTA there, so it's going to be difficult for them to flex accordingly. But there is little people, and if not, no one sitting on B. But it's not enough time. There goes the TTA capturing Bitter Gorge Garrison, getting the second cap at the entry level here. Let's go check out what's going on over at Arazak. So Arazak here, B point still being contested by TTA here. And doesn't look like that's going to change any moment now. We've got Chrome on the ground over here. And it looks like, actually, I take that back. TTA are going to capture C point at this rate. This is falling away from AXIG, unfortunately. Unless, oh, there we go. This could go either way here. It really can. Frog NSO. And wow, look at that. The TTA get a last-minute steal on Arazak. Can AXIG do a quick 180 and bring this back? I don't know if they can here. I don't know if they've got the population. This could go either way right now. AXIG got a few people stacked up here, and they've got more people showing up. I think this lack of Air Force is really starting to show in their play here. The lack of, you know, proximity spawns, and would you look at that, the TTA are going to get Arazak as well. That is a clean sweep of territories, and this puts AXIG in a very, very weak position here, ladies and gentlemen. Taking a look at the kill count here, it's 51 vehicle kills to AXIG against TTA's 19, so the TTA must be starting to bleed nanites pretty heavily here. But in saying that, though, TTA more kills overall at 118 infantry kills and 82 kills up against AXIG. It's not a huge margin, and probably the smallest margin we've seen so far, but interesting to take note of here for sure. Very interesting. I am noticing the TTA managed to get a way more revives off the bat here. It does suggest that Araxis Iron Guard needs to work on that revive meta and that revive game, keeping their forces up and at them. Maybe they've got too much of a focus on max suits or something of the sort. I don't know. But right now, TTA are putting in a very solid defense here at Argent Pass, and it's working out very nicely for them. Got two Sky Guards here still trying to wrangle back that air control. And just on that topic of vehicle kills earlier, I am noticing way less air in the game right now from TTA. In fact, no, I've just realized where it all is. It's over here at Arazak. So AXIG trying their absolute damnedest to get a resecure in, but they're being back capped at Nexus secure. But as we've discussed before, if you can get all 3 capture points here at Arazak going, it does mean that you're going to be able to sort of back cap Arazak and then go back into Nexus secure and try and resecure that. Ladies and gentlemen, share your hype in chat, get the text messages going out there. Let's keep this train rolling for Outfit Wars 2022. The Arazak steal, though, very top tier play by TTA. Very well done there. You expect to see it on live. You're going to see it here as well, considering the people that are in this outfit and are representing on this side of things. Very small engagement taking place over here. Salty Boy Syrup doing his absolute best, but he's got the worst position here up against the rocks. Rainbow Escapist being a cheeky cloaker chilling up here alongside Nakia as well. So these guys have both got great oversights on this position. And this rooftop here at this base in particular, very powerful with these courtyard areas here and limited cover on the approach to the point room. I'll head back to Argent Pass real quickly. Sorry for bouncing around, ladies and gentlemen. As a solo caster for this round, I am going to be moving very quickly and trying to keep the tabs on everything here. The TTA still got a pretty significant hold here, and it doesn't look like there's been any sort of momentum in getting them out of the sticks here. And here's what's going on here too. The TTA just being allowed to continue those raises, and we're seeing that. AXIG are catching up in revives though. They're starting to bring that revive game back into their forefront of thinking, which is a great step in the right direction. AXIG, they do have a max suit up, but I don't see any supporting engineers, and no, there he is. All right, we're good now. So 40 seconds, how are they going to do this? It does look like that the TTA are slowly starting to run out of resources and out of nanites here. And if that is the case, well then, this max suit might have a bit more free reign. He needs to get some kills in there and get some frags. He's gotten one. Can he get a couple more? Yep, he's got another one. There's a reinforcements coming in, but my god, bodies are dropping. But this turret, Gordon, sorry, just straight up Gordon, the Giga Chad here on the turret. He has not been moved. He's just jumped off here due to the flank and has been displaced. It's not over yet though. Black Void single-handedly holding this point like an absolute legend. He makes a run for it. The only AXIG person on here is a Max, and Froyo Baggins has come here to support Black Void. Wow! Black Void single-handedly giving the TTA the movement room there to re-secure that point. That was an amazing play. Big shout out to Black Void there. That was incredible, and the reason that TTA were able to secure that base there. Well done. That was nothing short of incredible from Black Void. Claps in chat for Black Void because he has just won that fight for the TTA in my opinion. That was critical. And would you look at this, ladies and gentlemen, like clockwork, the TTA are assaulting the Nexus base here. They are on it like Donkey Kong. Nexus Alpha has been pushed. Now, it is a small push, and they're going to get a resupply on it pretty quickly. They need to lock this down, and would you look at that? So, Araxis Iron Guard have made pushes up to Hydroponics Compound, and they've managed to grab Arazek Satcom. But in the process, they've let Nexus Secure Substation go down as well, and I don't see them having any chances to bring that back. That is a huge oversight, and unfortunately, it's going to cost them deeply. All of this territory here now doesn't mean anything. That's just a bunch of free caps there. Oh. Beautifully played there. And there you go. Boom. Hydroponics, worthless. Arazek, worthless. And would you look at that? Like clockwork, a huge-ass assault is now taking place.
You are in a restricted area.
Void playing that very well. Void, a very, very good infantry player in my experience. Have gone toe-to-toe with him many times. And as people are starting to learn this map and learn what works well, I think AXIG have put themselves on the back foot here, unfortunately. They don't have the air supremacy, and we've worked out that air is just super powerful on this map. It's powerful in the meta of the game in general, and it's clear that Outfit Wars, to a certain extent, is trying to reflect that meta. TTA, very, very solid point hold here on the Nexus Alpha. They have got it really locked and key. There is Black Void once again, holding that door like the absolute legend he is. Let's see what happens. It's not over yet. It's never over. This thing can change any moment now, but I do think AXIG need to get off of all other bases. This is the only one that matters now. If they don't get this back, they can't get anything else back. And, well, this is going to be the problem. So, AXIG making pushes here. Once again, I'm surprised by the lack of effort we are seeing at these bases to set up new flank angles, right? So, obviously, that is Nexus Alpha right there. That is where the fight is happening. TTA are currently trying to assault that base. This is AXIG's warp gate right here, right? Like, there is absolutely no reason, in my opinion, as to why AXIG should not be falling back, taking a restock of the situation, pulling some force multipliers from your Alpha Warp Gate, getting a ton of spawn solutions set up, and attacking from multiple angles. If you only attack from your spawn room, which is what's happening here, you see absolutely no flexibility, and you just give the air power all this control to just start farming you on your approach to the capture point here. I truly think AXIG need to reassess the situation. These are such difficult scenarios to work your way out of here. So interestingly, Nexus Secure Substation is being backcapped once again, but I'm seeing AXIG presence elsewhere right now where it really should not be. They're limiting their ability to get back into this point here, so I'm hoping they can pull that back here. They have managed to capture a base back. That could be very, very powerful as well. But I do have concern for Iron Guards' coordination here at the moment. The TTA are operating incredibly tight-knit right now, and you can see that. Look at this, max suits galore. There is a Citadel shield up here as well now. That seems to have been placed by AXIG. But they're just running into a wall of bullets here, and that is what Terran Republic soldiers should all know. TR weapons are bullet hoses. once again, you've got the entirety, and I mean the entirety of TTA looking outside this direction here. I really would expect to see these forces push their way out into the warp gate and flank accordingly. There is a deployed prowler chilling up here on this side of the base, which obviously is just grounds for absolute chaos. We do have an AXIG galaxy forming up, and it looks like there's people heading into that gal. And there we go, right on cue. There is that Sunderer we were talking about there, but Gamma Bot there with the Fury, and wow, that is brutal. Is that the Fury? Yep, running the Fury. Beautifully played. But here we go. It's worth noting as well here, ladies and gentlemen, these are qualifying rounds. Some of these players have never played this format. They've never played this map before. This is all brand spanking new stuff to them. So understanding that and noting that these teams are going to get better, they are going to improve their gameplay over time and work out what works for them, what doesn't work for them, what the map best plays to. I think over time we will see a maturity grow within the community and grow in their approach to Outfit Wars. And here we go, a max suit push coming in here. C4 out the door here, gets a good hit on that C4 as well. And again, there you go, wow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 people down, including a max suit. A big, big loss of nanites there. We've got AXIG here making their absolute best play to get into there, but it's just not working out so far. So once again, we're seeing another hold here at Nexus Alpha. Now again, be curious to know if AXIG have got any means to get back into this here, but I don't see how. There's vehicle domination. It goes to show, guys, that bit of vehicle domination, the air game domination, it's just critical here. Now, we do have a Galaxy parked up here, but once again, just look at that. Here comes that Prowler just to knock out that spawn solution straight away. You've also got Dark Sentry in his Mosquito. Boom, baby! Is that... I don't know. No, that is... Sorry, that's an AXIG Prowler. My apologies. So, never mind. That Prowler actually on the side of the friends. Now, they are slowly clearing their way around this left flank, but is it enough time? I mean, they're already held up here in this side. They are trying to make the push, but my god, there's just such a volume of fire coming through there that AXIG just don't seem to be able to match, unfortunately. Very, very brutal stuff. And here comes the orbital strike. Okay, will this give AXIG the backup they need? Will it give them the turnaround? The orbital pops off. Are they pushing in? They're going in. This is it. This is the run. Explosions galore, left, right, and center. They're breaching through, but there's so many TTA people just watching that corridor of fire, and that's going to easily wipe them out as well. Beautiful stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this match is going to be over relatively quickly, so I posit that we go check out the other game as well. I think GHG1 and LCOH are still going to be battling it out, so I'm going to be curious to see exactly what happens there. So we are going to rotate to that match at the end of this one, which I think this is going to be it. So GG's to AXIG, GG's to TTA. TTA, clearly a very strong team in the combined arms side of things here, and they've done a very, very good job in sort of solidifying that as things go on here. I do think that AXIG here, they're going for the next Omega here. They've got forces currently chilling over on this side of the map, which I just don't think's the play here. I think generally speaking, AXIG probably didn't quite have the force allocation that they required to get this done and to get this through. But regardless, good game. Terran Alliance is successful in this victory. GG's to them. So, let's go ahead and find ourselves moving on over. Oh. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This will be match 8. OW, observe, match 7, I think it's called. Alright then. So, a little bit of a stats rundown. AXIG scoring 357 kills there to 108 vehicle kills and 378 reses. Meanwhile, the TTA actually scoring 796 kills, 39 vehicle kills, and only 149 reses. So revives, so TTA just, AXIG just weren't getting kills like at all. They were just sort of on the short end of the spectrum there, not getting any of the kills that they needed to wrap things up here. So a pretty brutal turnout there, but either way, you love to see the effort. So let's head over to the LCOF match here. I'm just going to quickly grab the stats that we need for that match, guys. So please do bear with me here. I swear I need like a, you know, somebody who can do this stuff here for me, right? So let's get the status quo. Let's see what's going on here, because it looks like, if I'm being completely honest, guys, this looks pretty brutal as well. Okay, here we go. So currently LCOF versus GHG1. Wow, GHG1 coming out with a pretty strong lead here, all things considered. And they are going for Nexus Alpha as well here. Congratulations to TTA though for that previous win there. Very, very nicely played. Alright, so here we go, guys. So GHG1, who is a Vanu Sovereignty outfit, pushing LCOF out of Nexus Alpha here. Now, we do have... Wow, GHG1 also grabbing Argent Pass. Is there a full team present here from GHG1? I'm not sure. Sorry, from LCOF. This is a pretty brutal game. So 432 kills for GHG1 up against LCOF of 278 with 18 vehicle kills and only 61 revives. Considering that GHG1 have twice the revives and almost twice the kills, it goes to show that GHG1 are playing a lot more cohesively right now. I mean, look at this. Big old medic ball. This is a very interesting strategy here. There's what, like 6 medics just here all rolling together? Max suit goes down, but it had no support whatsoever there, so that was never going to go well. That grenade, unfortunately, bouncing back. I think another grenade bouncing back there from Serviceman XDC there. Big rip to him. But I genuinely believe that we might be seeing a bit of a skill disparity here as well. Obviously, GHG1 do have some degree of skill players in their remit and in their fit here, so that's definitely starting to show, I think, here. So, GHG1 making a very, very strong play here on this side of things. We've got a very sneaky revive here, and he actually gets it off, but not at the cost of his own life there. Very, very interesting. So yeah, Go Hard Gaming playing very close and tight to the wall here. They've got all of their forces are in here now, and I am actually of the opinion, ladies and gentlemen, based on what we're seeing here, I don't think LCOF have got a full team here. Not anywhere close. Yeah, there has to be. I think there has to be a significant, you know. I think LCOF might be lacking some members here, whether they've crashed out, whether they've, you know, not been able to attend the match in the first place. I definitely think we're starting to see some degree of lacking attendance here, unfortunately. Whew, the max suits galore in here too. Max suits galore in here. There's just not enough numbers. There really isn't. These guys are struggling right now in the world of getting out of this spawn room. And, you know, that's the thing about this base I'm noticing. Like, obviously, it's pretty easy to, you know, get locked in and stuff like that. But, yeah. LCOF here, they just don't have the numbers. I mean, if you look at it, there's 1 to 12 there, 1 to 12 there. I don't exactly know why we've got LCOF members over here at this given point in time. But, knowing that that is the case here, I think they're kind of wasting their time. They need to be really trying to lock this point down, but unfortunately with 3 minutes left on the clock and with a grand old total of only 37% population present in the fight, I don't see it happening, guys. I do appreciate seeing LCOF come out for this fight here. They are doing their absolute best. Pepe Soul of Keck hugging the corridor here. It does. I am noticing that maybe there's a particular, like, oh, look at this. A brutal play here from Aldo Rain here. He is just holding that angle. He's running a scout rifle. He's gone though. Didn't quite get the, yeah, brutal stuff. Brutal stuff. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section if you're watching this as a VOD. Let me know what your thoughts are on Outfit Wars as this season has progressed so far. We've seen some very interesting matches so far and some less interesting matches, unfortunately, but that is going to come with the, you know, with the nature of the game. If you guys have been enjoying this season, please do let us know. I would love to see LCOF put in a really good last-ditch effort here. Mobium currently over above there with his Liberator. Getting some drops on board. We've got an incoming scythe. Little Guppy was here, almost getting taken out by that friendly Liberator, just there.
You're out of that area.
Oh, this is brutal stuff. Absolutely brutal. There's a Quartium Bomb. I mean, I appreciate the dedication there, but wow, that's the first Quartium Bomb I've definitely seen all season so far. Not a toy I expected to see at all, given that construction is not valid here on this continent. But once again, guys, we're just sort of seeing how powerful air control is, and I've not seen a single unit of air from LCOF at this stage. Once again, it really just goes to prove that as soon as you forego the air game here, you run into a huge risk of just losing a lot of ground and losing a lot of that pressure that's required to maintain that ground. Once again, big old max suit push here. C4 on the door, but it's not going to get detonated here, unfortunately. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to probably conclude on, unless I don't mean to give up on LCOF here, but look, like, once again, guys, look at the populations here, and this is their full team too, so they're clearly not repping a full team here today, whether it be whether they've had, you know, demoralization or whatever the case may be. It's clear that this is over. LCOF are now so cocky they're pushing out of their room and just going straight for the throat here. Straight for the throat, and welcome to max suit farming, ladies and gentlemen. You hate to see it. Oh, dearie me, ladies and gentlemen. GG across the board. Alright then. That is going to be the end. Go Hard Gaming bring it home on their game here with another dominating victory. So let's take a quick look here at the breakdown of the matches here and see where everyone landed, right? So for the players who played so far, obviously we saw it. Ironforge Alliance came out with a dominating victory against Hell's Angels here, and the Terran Alliance did the similar thing to Arax's Iron Guard with a 396 point lead over the 104 point, turnout that Arax's Iron Guard were able to pull out. Let me just quickly go ahead and switch up to the other screen again once we load back into Sanctuary here. Here we go. Cool. Mother Killer falling to Vikings of Connery with another about a 323 point lead for Vikings of Connery. So once again, a pretty brutal game, all things considered. And then, as we said before, Legion of Coffee, unfortunately falling short to Go Hard Gaming. So yeah, brutal stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. Love to see it. That is going to conclude our coverage of Outfit Wars for this first, for our first day of coverage here today. I'm not going to do any interviews. I need to get a few more things set up, I think, before I can comfortably do that. But ladies and gentlemen, it has been a pleasure casting our first round of Outfit Wars here today with you all. I really appreciate you all being here. Really enjoying the casting again. It's going to be good to get back into the normality, and I really appreciate the viewership we've been getting on these casts as well. It's been a good fun time here checking out what the PlanetSide Outfit Wars season has to offer this time around, and I really think that as time goes on, we're going to see a we're going to see a real maturity in the growth of this season and what is on offer. So, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. I want to thank you all for choosing to stop by and hang out and also support the channel here today. We'll be back. I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow, unfortunately, which is a shame because I was really looking forward to some of those games that are present. But yeah, no, we're gonna call it there. So once again, guys, big shout out. Thank you to everyone who's been supporting us so far, and we will go ahead and wrap things up here. So enjoy your matches tomorrow, guys. Make sure you go ahead and follow all of the PlanetSide Battles casts to make sure you stay up to date with all of that as well. And I'll be back next week with more PlanetSide Outfit Wars casting as of next week. But until then, peace out, guys. Have a good one and look after yourselves. Take care.